Hi, I'm Scotty. If you want to learn how to service and repair antique mechanical clocks, then subscribe to my channel. Welcome to Scotties Clock World. This is the German Mantle clock movement from the 1970s. It is one of a number of movements that were mass produced. They didn't ever have a brand put on them because they were sold to jewellery shops and clockmakers, who then put the movement into a case and sold it under their own brand name. But that's why it hasn't got a brand on it anywhere. We've already taken it out of the case, taken the hands off. We're now going to start to take the movement apart. First thing we'll do is we're going to remove the hammer. It has a taper pin holding it in that they've bent over on the other end. We need to straighten that out before we can remove it. Actually, it's going to be replaced, so I'll cut the end off that. Pin is now dropped out, so I'll undo the hammer. It is quite tight. The pin's gone, the pin's not in it. Be careful with the rest of the movement. Might need a set of pliers that have got some grip on them. Hold the post steady while I turn the hammer off. The hammer's off now. I ended up putting a couple of drops of oil on it and letting it sit for a while. The oil soaked into it and it was easier to remove. Right, next step is letting down the mainsprings. For that we require a screwdriver, small, and a let down tool. It's number 8. The size is the number 8. It's a pretty large winding arbor on this movement. So we start winding the movement up a little bit. Catch the click with our screwdriver. And let the spring wind down. That's the strike side. I'll do the same on the going side. Wind the spring up slightly, put the screwdriver behind the click pull it off the ratchet until the spring is fully let down. You can see the clicks move easily in your hand, so the springs are wound down. Now we'll start to take the movement apart. First thing we do, we'll go over to the back plate. We're going to remove this piece here, which will remove the pallets from the escape wheel, which is that wheel there. This piece is called a back cock. We'll remove that. This piece here is a suspension spring, a piece there, and that's the crutch. That's the piece we bend. If our movement's out of time, is out of beat, we move that, just put it back into beat. So, remove the screws one at a time. Oh. Two. Back cock. And the pallets, remove them gently. Put them aside. Put the two screws over there with them. Now we can start to take the front parts of the movement off. This is pretty much a standard rack and snail movement. That's the rack piece there. That's the snail. This piece up here, just absolutely covered in oil, is the gathering pallet. That piece there is a flirt. We'll take the flirt and the rack off, and then the snail. So first up, round to the back. We see there's a circlip there. We'll remove that. Pair of pliers. Don't want it to jump too far. Removed. Put him in a dish. So that flirt is loose, now slides out. Put him aside. Now the rack. Open the circlip up a bit. Obviously not quite enough yet. There we go, that's got him started. Remove the clip, put it aside with the other one. The rack comes off. Once again, we see the usual problem that we run into. Excessive amounts of oil all over the clock. Look at the gathering pallet. The colour on that. That's all oil. Some of the wheels inside are pretty dirty too. We'll wipe that off with a rag before we put the parts into the ultrasonic cleaner.